Well, Ricky, congratulations signing a professional deal, your first professional deal at the football club. You must be delighted.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable chance to have, and I can't wait to get started, really. You always say when you're young, when you're 9, 8, saying you want to be a professional footballer, and now to be at that stage, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, it is a big moment, you know, when we brought him in, his family, and said to him what we wanted to do. They were all very happy and excited and pleased. You know, he's got a nice family and they're all close, so that was good. Yeah, the boys thoroughly deserved it. We feel that the boys got real potential. Lovely lad, great attitude, great work ethic. You know, you sometimes get younger players that, you know, they've got the real ability, but this boy's got, you know, a fantastic work ethic that makes it so easy to work with him, in the sense that, you know, that takes a box straight away. His pressing's really good. So he's been excellent, and he's trained with us a lot. He's been involved with us. He will be involved in the next couple of games with us within the squad, certainly on Tuesday.
Firstly, his pace. I think everyone mentions that. He's very, very quick. I think he'll actually get quicker as well. He's only 16 years old, and that thought in itself is frightening, with the acceleration he has and how he maintains it and gets quicker once he gets going. So that was the first thing. His attitude, such a nice kid, been brought up really well. You can tell that his mother's lovely, his dad the same, and he wants to learn. He's very polite, and you don't really have any problems with him in day-to-day basis. So that was another thing, and obviously his ability as well. He's got a lot of ability technically, and that can still improve. Also at 16, there's still lots to improve on with Ricky, which is a really, really good sign.
Two things that have remained very constant with Ricky are his enthusiasm and his pace. He's always been such a likeable lad, so enthusiastic about football, about life in general. Really good sense of humour. I can't believe I'm saying that. I tell him he hasn't, but because obviously he's always been so quick. And to be fair, what I've seen upon coming back, and in a couple of games that I saw last year, there's been a real technical improvement in him from his younger days. So he's come through the programme very well.
Yeah, we're just talking as we arrived, and you sort of saying that you remember your debut, and you scored 9 on your debut, and you ended up scoring, I think, 79 in your first season.
Yeah.
It must be incredible looking back at those sort of numbers, but knowing that you've obviously progressed well during the process to get here.
Yeah, to get 9 on your debut, it's unbelievable, to be fair, and to see over the last few years still keeping that good goal tally as I'm getting older, it's good to have. The players are great. A manager, he has faith in me. Staff, unbelievable, to be fair. Players just keeping me in around it, helping me out, really. He does like the youth, and really does help being quite young, just turning 17. It does help that he's looking at the youth, and I could be one of them.
You know, it is just the start. But the one thing that he can't lose is that desire to work hard. And he's got that in abundance. And that's the same for all the younger players. You know, and when I say all the younger players, I mean and the whole squad. The first thing we look at is, okay, do they really want to work hard? Do they want to run? Do they want to do the hard yards? Because the talent's not enough, and clearly he's got that work ethic and that mentality. Added to that, he's got real quality. You know, big lad, can look a little bit gangly at times. Got unbelievable pace, quickest player I've worked with, without a doubt. He's absolutely lightning, but very good technically as well. Wants to learn, plays in different positions. So no, look, I've built him up to be an absolute superstar. No, listen, what he's got is potential, and the point I make about the work ethic is as long as he keeps that desire to work hard, then hopefully we can fulfil his potential. That bit he's got to do, the rest we've got to obviously help him with.
Absolutely, I can see Ricky becoming a good role model, and I'm sure as he does now, he's very polite, very respectful, very sort of bouncy, very bubbly. You know, he's got good family values behind him that have been clearly instilled in him since he was young. So he's got some good foundations to build on at the start of hopefully what will be a long career. Yeah,
good expectations on my shoulders now. But yeah, playing out wide, I liked it, to be fair. Usually in the 18s I'm playing left side of front three, but don't mind playing up front. I don't mind playing in any, to be fair. I'm playing in front of thousands of people is what I dream about. So obviously you want to play with your mates, but I'm enjoying it now, academy football, and it's just what I love doing.
So as you get older and you come up against more experienced, stronger, quicker centre halves. Nobody will be as quick as him, by the way, but they'll probably have good experience of dealing with quick players. Yes, find different ways. His movement and his technique needs to continue to improve, but his raw pace just gives him a real chance. I remember, I think he was under 13 when he did a city schools for Neam Park. And I think he won the 100 metres comfortably in a pair of old trainers in about 11 seconds. I mean, it's ridiculous, really, but how quick he is. But now a lot of focus on his timing of his movement, continuing to develop his technique to really maximise that. Because, like I say, I've never seen anybody as quick as him on a pitch.
Yeah, it bridges the gap, doesn't it, to the first team? So, and this season, Ricky's dealt with it really well. It's been harder for him. He's not gliding past players with the same ease that he does at under 18 level, and that's why he needs a 23s football, because obviously he's coming up against probably more experienced defenders. So it makes it a bit harder for him. He's got to think about that then and get into other habits instead of the ones that he's using to beat players with ease at 18s.
Matty and Simon, they've got the experience of, I suppose, the publicity, if you like, around their early parts of their career, and those experiences that they would have had to deal with, and how they dealt with it, and the type of support they got, will be invaluable for people like Ricky and hopefully others, as they come through to, just to help steer them in the right direction. And again, going back to Ricky, the great thing with Ricky is he doesn't need much steering. He wants to take on that information and wants to take that guidance, which is brilliant.
Last season we played him as an under-16. He started nearly every FA Youth Cup game, barring the 4th round where I probably should have started him, to be honest. But and we had to dip in and out. He had to play with his own age group as well at times, just to see how he's developing and give him that development outcome as well. But he was more or less with us, especially towards the end of the season in the Merit League, and he's more than held his own.
The one thing I hope that the younger players see that is they'll get a chance. There's sort of a pathway now that these younger players, you've had, Burrows has been in the team, he's going to be involved Saturday, Barker, things like that. The younger players are, if I see the right attitude, and I feel they deserve a chance, they will get that chance.